Ready for Valentine's.
Hey, Rosie. Hey, Rosie. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I gotta find the phone.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, February 13th. I had intended to start this weekly vlog yesterday on Monday, and honestly, time just got away from me and I didn't fit it in. I just dropped my kids off at their schools, and now I am headed in to check in at the child care and then to teach preschool. So I'll check back in later. So this is how we left the classroom yesterday. They all have work on their desks that they were unable to finish at the end of the day yesterday. With it being Valentine's Day this week, I had attempted to play a game at the beginning of the day, but I should have known that that would mean they would not refocus at the end of the day. This is my office. Yep, pretty embarrassing.
My table, agreed about that.
Fun Valentine bags. Spending my lunch working on class Valentines for tomorrow. So now it is going on 3 o'clock. The way that my schedule works is Monday through Friday, I teach a preschool class from 8:30 until 11. But also I am a childcare director. So within our church, we have a childcare and also a preschool. We have kids from childcare that attend the preschool, but they are technically 2 separate unities inside of the church. And I just happen to work from both of them. So I get a paycheck from both places. I get 2 paychecks from my work for 2 different jobs. I also have 6 children of my own who are still in school. And at least 3 days a week I get off at 2:30 to be able to pick them up from school. And then the other 2 days a week I work until 5:30 when we close. Before this semester started, we had an after-school care program at our church, and they would pick my kids up. So I worked 10-hour days, 4 days a week last semester. So this semester I am struggling trying to figure out how to juggle my new schedule. And as you saw by the condition of my office, I'm struggling a little bit with that. So that's what I'm working on now. So today was one of the days that I was scheduled to leave at 2:30. But now at the end of the day, well, at 1 o'clock, I found out that the elders had approved buying me and the preschool director new computers. I was currently working at the child care, so I was unable to go get mine with them, but they picked mine up for me and are now installing all of the software. So while I wish I could be there working on that, I have to take care of my own children, obviously. Also, right as I was leaving at 2:20, a refrigerator was delivered because our child care has grown substantially since I took over the program, and we outgrew our refrigerator space. So all of this is going on, and I feel awful for not being there. I have a lot of guilt on both sides. I feel guilty for not spending as much time at the child care as I used to, but then I feel guilty for not taking care of my own children too. They're all older, but 2 of them have special needs, so they can't be left home alone. So that's why they used to go to the after school care program, and now they can't. So I have to pick them up. But it's just a matter of finding the new balance. I have never liked to take work home with me, but yesterday I came to the conclusion that the only way I'm going to be able to work this new schedule is if I start taking work home with me. So that's what I did today. I brought some stuff home with me. So we'll see how it goes. I probably won't check back in again tonight. I don't intend to vlog when I'm at home, but I don't know. We'll see. Come on, Nana. Ignore the post-winter mess that is my backyard. But these are my boys. The dog ones and the goat ones. Good morning. It is Wednesday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. I just dropped my kids off at school and I'm heading into work. Last night I didn't vlog it, but I went back to the church and set things up for Valentine's Day, which I'm really glad I did, because then this morning I am running late. So once I get there, I will show you guys how the start of our day is going to go. So here we are, set up for Valentine's. Got all the bags that they made yesterday on their desks. And I've already put the Valentines from me inside. So when they get here this morning, they're going to hang their belongings up, pick out a book, and go to the rug. And then once everyone is here, then they will put their books away, get their Valentines out, and one by one, we will distribute Valentines. Cheesy Valentines for my coworkers. You're the bomb, and it's a lip balm. I prefer Blistex to EOS, so that's why I got these ones. What do you like to do with your dad?
What the 8, 9.
Good morning. It is Thursday, February 15th. I completely failed at vlogging yesterday. It was my first experience with preschool Valentines, and it was a little chaos. I think I might have taken a couple clips during the day, so if I did, then you will have already seen them by now. So now I'm curious what the day after Valentine's Day is going to look like. I imagine that kids will probably not want to be back into the regular school routine. In my optimistic mind, I thought we would get some actual schoolwork done in between some Valentine activities yesterday, but we didn't. We didn't get a single actual preschool paper done. Just Valentine's things. I was completely spoiled by my kids. I got so much stuff, I can't even believe it. And I, of course, am on a no sugar diet, so it's not like I can eat any of it. But my kids appreciated it when I got home last night. Then it was also Wednesday, and on Wednesdays I run children's church at night. So Wednesdays are a super long day for me. Thursdays are my other long day where I do preschool all day. Or I'm sorry, I do preschool in the morning and then childcare the rest of the day. But today on my lunch break, I think we are going to have a staff lunch. That's something that we used to do once a week, but it hasn't been done in a very, very long time. So my video cut out there. So we will see if we actually do the staff lunch. This morning I decided to wear a skirt. That's what I prefer to wear to work. But I haven't because of the weather in a while. But today it's supposed to be 64 degrees in Indiana. It's already 59. But it's also raining. So I didn't want to wear my normal shoes that I would wear with my skirts. And I forgot that my tall boots lost a rivet last week. So the strap that like goes around the ankle just flops. And I haven't fixed it yet. So I put on my like mid-calf boots and I don't like it. So I think I'm going to try to run by the store real quick and see if I can find a cheap pair of shoes to change into once I get to work. Because any excuse to go shoe shopping is a good one, right? But we'll see. If not, then I'll just have to wear the mid-calf boots and hope I don't look too silly. I asked my 13-year-old daughter this morning if they looked incredibly stupid, and she said, not incredibly. So that was funny. Alright, well, hopefully I will be able to check in later. Red line?
Yes. Yes. No. Teacher.
Do you think the little J goes into the basement?
No.
So it is still Thursday. It is now 1:23 p.m. I taught preschool this morning and then went over to the childcare and helped get the kids down for a nap. It has been a rough day. I have one little girl that she's been in childcare as long as I've worked for the church and has literally made people quit. She almost made me quit. She just, I don't even know how to explain her. She's just a handful, and she requires a lot of love while pushing her buttons. So it makes her hard to love. And I don't know how to explain that to like my employees that are not parents, because they don't want to love her when she's being bad. And of course she's not a bad kid. There are no bad kids, but she does have a lot of behaviors. Her and I have a pretty good relationship, but even today she pushed me to where I had to remove her from class because she just was outright defiant and disrupting the other preschoolers. And anyway, her behaviors have continued until the afternoon. I contacted her mom, but I haven't heard back yet. She just went home for the day now, though. I am sitting outside at my foster child's appointment while she's inside. So I just thought I would check in with you. I know I have at least one clip from the day that I will have already inserted by now. The kids did, for the most part, really well getting back into the school routine. But it was still a little bit more chaotic than usual. But this whole semester, there's hardly been, I think there's only been 2 weeks where we've had full normal weeks. And then next week we're off on Monday for President's Day. So it's still just continuing where we're not even in school for full weeks. And next week we also have to start kindergarten assessments. And me being a first year preschool teacher, I'm a little worried about that. But I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I feel like the kids are doing really well. So hopefully that shows. But I've never even seen the assessment, so I don't even know what exactly they're looking for. I teach the curriculum that's been provided to me, and then I add extra things. But like I said, I'm not entirely sure what they're going to be tested on. Good morning. Sorry, there's not good light today. It is a rainy day. It is Friday, February 16th. I am having a little bit of an emotional morning. One of our kiddos at church, his mom passed away this morning. She came down with the flu, and then within 24 hours of being diagnosed with the flu, she had to be intubated, and then she passed away this morning. So I'm heading into work after just finding that out. It's a gloomy, rainy day. Yesterday it was 69 degrees in southern Indiana, and today's high is 49. And then by Monday it's supposed to be back in the 60s. It's always up and down here. Yesterday I ended up having a little bit of a rough day with two of my kiddos and had to contact parents. The one I told you yesterday I had called, she never has called me back yet. So hopefully today is a better day. We'll just see how it goes. I really want to let them paint today because we're on the letter R, and I want to make rainbow fish after reading the book. But I hate to get out the paints. I use it as sort of like a reward, and I hate to get it out when they have not been following directions, because if they're not following the directions with the paint, scissors are the same way. If they're not following the directions with the paint, though, they can make a pretty big mess. So we'll just see how the morning goes. And I will insert a clip if we do that. If not, then I will check back in later. Can you tell I have kids in sports? Look at the mess in my van. Because of the rain, I didn't want to wear my dress shoes, so I am wearing my plastic slides so that when my feet get wet, I can just change into my dress shoes. Papers for next week. Close on Monday. So I got everything set up for Monday. I was hoping to go back and take down my Valentine's decorations. I went back and forth on whether to leave them up the whole month of February or take them down. I think I'm going to take them down. I just didn't get to today. Then today is Indiana High School Athletic Association Wrestling State Finals, and my senior is a wrestler, and we thought that we were going to be there competing this weekend, but unfortunately he didn't make it. So I was supposed to be off this afternoon, and since we weren't going up there, I decided to take the opportunity to clean my office, because you saw it earlier in the video and it's actually worse now. I ran to the bank and did my deposit for work and had to pick up a couple things at the store and drop them off at the high school for my son. And in that time frame, I received several text messages about the behaviors of some of the kids at childcare. They also happen to be in my preschool class, and they are the ones that have been giving me problems this week. And I guess today at childcare, it all just came to a head. The one, her mom never did contact me back after yesterday, me trying to reach out to her. And now today we had even more issues with childcare. So I have sent her another message asking her to come in for a conference next week. If I don't hear back from her by 5, I'm going to try calling her. I'm not sure what time she gets off work, so that's why I'm waiting until later. But anyway, I got very little done in my office. Like I said, I just cannot figure out my timeline for this schedule without there being after school care for my other children. So it's an ongoing struggle. I introduced an iPad to the children today that was donated from a high school teacher. Our high school used to use them at the high school level, but they went to laptops instead, and they sold the iPads to the teachers, but they could only purchase 2, and she purchased 2 and donated them to the preschool. So I got one in my class, and then the other pre-K teacher got one in her class, and I introduced it to the students today. The reason we got them is because kindergarten suggested that that was one of the things that we could do as a pre-K to get them ready for kindergarten, is have them have some knowledge of iPads. Well, I have a class of 10 kids and 9 of them have iPads of their own. So I don't really think that that's a concern, whether or not they can operate an iPad. But as I was showing it to them, the only thing they were concerned about was the fact that it does not have YouTube on it, and they're not very happy about that. But I explained to them we were using it as a learning tool, and they would be playing learning games, not watching videos of people opening toys. I don't know why that's such an obsession nowadays. But I am waiting to hear back from that one mom. If I do, then I will update. Otherwise, this might be the end of my first weekly vlog. I just stopped at Dollar Tree and I'm way too excited about the stuff that I got. So I had to go ahead and put a sneak peek in here, but the full haul will be on my next vlog. I am working on making work boxes because I think I am going to, at least this coming week, try doing small group instruction. That way I can put the kids that need extra help together.